What's going on, guys? Your boy XQ420 here. Welcome y'all back. Another episode. Day 0, day 202. We've got the whole gang with us today. We got the powerful one, Cory Hughes. We have got the immaculate one, Charlie Robinson. Spiritual one, Lindsey Scharmyn. Are y'all doing well today?
I'm super annoyed that Colorado's become a moist place.
Oh.
Like
Are you talking about with dew?
It's humidity. Yeah, it's humid.
Oh,
Like
okay.
it's cool because apparently we're gonna get fireflies now, but it sucks because humidity sucks. I came here because there's no humidity. Come on, dude.
We haven't had that problem up here, and we're off
Really?
by a big lake too, and we are about to get cold weather. Like
Weird. Has it been rainier this season than normal?
yes, well, we had that real rainy season. Was it last year or the year before? But we had a season like it must have been maybe 2 years ago. I don't remember, but it was fucking raining every goddamn day in the fall and the winter, and yeah. So they're saying we're gonna get hit with an exceptionally hard winter, exceptionally early. So. But then I read another article that said it's going to be mild this fucking winter. So like,
Right.
fuck,
Yeah.
like I guess I have to figure out if you're a Republican or Democrat before I read your fucking news report or your weather report.
Holy
Like what the
shit.
fuck?
Everything's retarded.
Retarded.
Everyone,
We're beyond
everything.
retarded.
Yeah.
We've never needed the giant meteor more than we need it now.
For real.
Well, I mean, partially. So, I mean, let's not even skip it. Let's go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off. Obviously, the only news of the week, shit. Charlie Kirk getting assassinated.
And it connects to every other piece of thing that could even happen. All the other news. It's part of the Charlie Kirk news.
Oh, wow. What surprised me, and maybe it should surprise me, because obviously they wanted people to see this, but they just allowed it to be out there forever. With blood gushing out of his neck. Like, they allowed that shit to just be out there.
Part of the
trauma programming.
Well, you know,
I would go beyond allowed. I would say promoted it.
Yeah, because I didn't go trying to see that shit, and I saw that shit. That fucked me up.
But all those videos came from people uploading it themselves. That wasn't
That's true.
Those were not from the news. We haven't seen it on the news. We haven't seen a fucking news camera footage of it yet. It's all been cell phone video.
And various
but
angles.
usually they jump in on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, usually they don't just let that shit just be up there. Like, it may slip up there, but then they're like, hammer down. No, they let it be up there. Like, I was trying to scroll through Twitter, I could not see it. Like, every single thing, I'm like, dude. Wow. I was at work when it happened, and somebody said Charlie Kirk got shot. I was like, And I haven't took in a whole lot of his content. I knew who he was. I've seen him with posts and stuff, so I had a general idea of what his shtick was. He went to colleges, he debated people. But the minute that I seen it, I was like, is this AI? Because if it's not AI, he was dead instantly with the amount of blood he lost right there on the spot. Like,
which is probably better than not. Like, I'd rather be dead instantly than not. I mean, if you're gonna live, you're gonna live, cool. But if you're gonna die, like, I'd rather die right away.
The footage is weird. There's a lot of weird stuff. It looks like his shirt gets punched up like this or puffs up right before he gets hit in the neck. So people are thinking he might have got hit in the chest and then it ricocheted up to his neck, which is a possibility. It's all weird. The whole thing's fucking weird. A lot of people are asking me to compare this to like Kennedy, and I'm like, no, no, I'm just not going to.
Well, it's also super early, and people have decided the moment it happened exactly what happened, and then all they do is look for confirmation of that, and then they ignore everything else. And like, I don't know, dude. I'm sick of that. I'm sick of people being like, "This is what happened." I'm like, were you there? Are you God? Like, you don't fucking know. It's cool. I said to Johnny, I'm like, okay, if I was a betting man, like, I know what my bet would be. I think everyone on the show would make the same bet. Like, we know who it is. But also, in reality, like, I don't fucking know who it is. Like, is it a kid who just is disgruntled as fuck and, like, weird and furried out and, like, in his mental fucking delusions and angry and he hates Republicans and he shot a guy? It's an easy fucking shot to make. So, yeah, maybe. Or is it like a higher level agency that put him up to it and it's still him and he still has all those characteristics? Yeah, maybe. Or is it a higher level agency that says it's him, but it's actually someone else? Yeah, maybe. But right? I don't fucking actually know. Neither does anybody else. And again, I'd put my money on one answer if I had to make a bet, but I don't, you know?
So I keep seeing people say that that's with the scope. That's an easy shot to make. That's not an easy shot to make.
It's an easy shot to make. Dude,
It's not an easy
hunters
shot
make
to
this
make.
shot all the fucking time.
Yeah, because they
go
do it
up
all
and
the fucking
shoot one.
time.
Right, and he
They
did
do it
all
all the time. They do it all the time.
There's pictures of him with guns his whole life.
There's pictures of him with guns, but we don't know. Okay, what I'm saying is that particular shot right there is a you need training for that, and we
You
don't know
need
the level.
Oh
of
no,
his
no.
training.
Okay,
We don't know the
so
level
hold
of
on.
his
So
training
so
as
what?
of yet.
So what Cory is saying here is that, and this is what I've seen across the internet. People are like, "Oh, I can take you in the backyard and shoot." I said, "Okay, bud, let's settle down, all right?" Because there's a different level of pressure when you know you've got this one shot that you got to make. Your breathing's got to be right. You got to know the wind. Like, there's a whole lot that goes into it. So if you're not somebody who has been around guns, now he has been around guns because his dad, if I'm correct, was a former police officer, retired. So
I
I
don't
think
think
that's what people were saying.
true. People said that, and then it turned out to not be true.
That's what people were saying. I was like, okay, if that's true, then I could see how. Which we don't know all the details of what is true. I mean, they said
That's
that
true too.
his dad turned him in. But if he had been around and he had been making these type of shots his whole life, then okay, all right. But
see,
but to believe, but
that doesn't
hold on,
account.
Cory, right before you go. But to say that I today could go out there and I could shoot a
No.
damn, a steel target. No, I'm saying shoot a steel target from 200 yards away, and then I'm gonna go on top of a building and I'm gonna make this perfect shot my first go around when all I
No.
did was just go out the day before and shoot. Now that's a little
Nobody
much
would
for
do
me.
that. Nobody would do that.
Right.
No,
But
but
that's what
like
people were
I
saying,
grew up
Lindsay.
with
That's what people were
hunters.
saying. Mhm.
Right. But I grew up with hunters and I grew up teaching kids who were hunters, and I know all of them could make this shot. So I'm like, it's not that hard. If you have, and again, training, sure, but like hunting is training, and there's a massive amount of people in the world who are hunters. So like that shot is an easy shot to them. They go up in trees, they
Especially
shoot
in
down at
Utah.
deer, and they shoot from exactly that far away. That's an average
Okay.
shot.
So the
And you
factor that
also
everybody's
have to
ignoring.
hit the deer in a very specific spot. So they're not just like, oh yeah, this massive target, hit it anywhere. If you hit a deer in the butt, it's not your deer. You have to hit it in the neck, or you have to hit it in the head, or you have to hit it in the heart. So hunters do exactly what that kid did.
None of that
Just the
means
only point
anything
it does,
because
because
a
it means
hunter
that
is
it
not
doesn't
in a
have
high
to
stress,
be
high
a
adrenaline
professional.
situation.
You are if
Period.
you're a hunter.
No, he's
Yes,
not.
you are.
No, not compared to like
So
sitting on
a
top of a
sniper,
building about to take a snipe on Charlie Kirk in front of however many thousands of people,
maybe
broadcast on the news. His adrenaline was
you're a
pumping like you
psychopath.
can't believe.
But if you're a
Cops
psychopath,
train
it's not.
regularly, and when you look at police
EMK
shootings,
Ultra.
the
But
vast
you're not a
majority of
psychopath.
shots miss.
But you're not a
Okay, because
psychopath.
they're in high stress situation. Oh, so now he's a psychopath.
I'm saying if he is, or a
If he is.
sociopath even, then you're not bothered by
Okay.
it. It's not stressful for you.
That is a very high stress shot that was made, period.
Yeah, it is.
And I don't
And
believe
it also is not impossible at all. It's
Okay.
not. So
Yeah.
I also grew up with murderers, and I've seen them fucking kill people, and they're not stressed out by it, and it doesn't bother them. And for me, that'd be overwhelming. I couldn't even consider it. But they're cool as fuck because they don't care. So like, I think
Right.
that's actually part of the difference of like what people can conceive is like their experience. And if I have this experience of seeing hunters make this shot, I have this experience of seeing killers fucking be killers, I can imagine that. But other people are like, no one could do this. Like, yeah, someone could actually. Like a lot of people could. And like, is this kid one of them? I don't know, but neither does anybody else.
No, it
I'm
takes
not
is
him.
one.
Yeah, it's one. Yeah, but Lindsay, I think what we're getting around is the fact that I've seen multiple people just say that I could take you out there and teach you how to make this shot tomorrow, and you could go up there and shoot, and allegedly take a shot at somebody the next day.
I haven't talked to
That's
people that
the issue
stupid, but I'm sure they exist.
that's the issue. That has been all over the internet. That's like, oh man, it's not a hard shot. I can take you out on the range tomorrow and we can plink and then you can go right out there and you can pop somebody from 200 yards away. I'm like, man, hold, bud. Because I'm going to tell you right now, most people are nervous on their first kill. It's the sloppiest kill. Okay. And so are we saying that this isn't so a lot of times you make mistakes on the first kill though. You're not as clean cut. I believe everything that we do involves practice. You know what I'm saying? Even your serial murders and stuff like that. It doesn't go exactly quite the plan usually on the first go around. So the fact that people and these are people who've hunted in the military, they're saying, "Hey, I could take you out there and you can make the shot tomorrow." I'm like, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? If we take any anybody who is of the mindset is like, okay, I'm gonna take this person out tomorrow. Let me go and let me pick this rifle up. Let me have somebody teach me in one day and let me go out and make the shot. Like it doesn't even seem feasible. And you hit. And the fact that you hit. Like it doesn't seem feasible, but that's what people were trying to make it out as. That it could have just been anybody on campus. Any old kid could have went up there and just made the shot that day. I'm like, dude, there's a lot of pressure in that.
No, I think most people couldn't make that shot, but to say that nobody could is ridiculous, and to not take into account just how many people could is also ridiculous.
Right. As long as they are almost, as you say, psychopathic and or trained killers. Like if that's what your deal is, you know what I'm saying?
If you're even a narcissist, you could do it. Because narcissists also lack empathy and compassion. There's a huge part of the population that fits this category. And again, is this kid in it? I don't know. But it's also absurd to me to say only like trained black ops, like the highest level, like only could do that. No, my dad was a sniper. That's like thousands of yards away. This is hundreds.
This is completely ignoring the physiological factors surrounding adrenaline and hypervigilance and all the things that would be going on with a person who on their first shot, without taking a bunch of shots as target practice, they have one chance to do this one shot and they pulled it off perfectly. Total nonsense.
It's not nonsense.
This is total fucking nonsense. Whoever pulled this off has been in a high adrenaline situation before, and this didn't phase them as much. Hell, their hands couldn't have been shaking. If their hands were shaking just a little bit like this, they wouldn't have pulled off the shot.
Okay? Which wouldn't happen to a psychopath or sociopath.
This is somebody who's done something like this before. I don't buy this kid was involved at all. The whole story is bullshit.
I also don't know that he didn't torture animals his whole life like psychopaths do. Like, that's my whole point, actually, is like there are people who it doesn't bother at all. Just because we aren't that person and we would be bothered and we would be shaking doesn't mean that that's how everyone is.
You could take 100 people, train them to make that shot at a range, and put them in that
10 of them are psychopaths, and 10 of them would do it. I don't think any of them
would make it. Maybe one would do it out of 100.
10 of them are psychopaths, so if they are a good shot, they could do it. Out of every 100 people.
Psychopaths have a fear of getting caught.
Maybe, but they don't have a fear of killing.
That causes an adrenaline rush. That causes your physiology to change. Whoever did this was experienced.
I don't know if you can compare the fear or is it like a desire to not get caught?
My only thing is that if I was going to go out and I was going to commit something like this, I would actually, to be honest, want to be closer. That's my thinking, because the further I am away and I miss, now my cover is blown. Now I got to figure out a getaway and all this other stuff. If I'm up close and I'm a psychopath, I don't care about my life. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if this kid, the alleged kid who did it, which I don't know if he did it or not, because it seems unlikely. It just seems like a narrative. Yeah, it just seems like a narrative that was put out there.
Maybe.
But I would want some more assurance within what I was doing. Now, if we're going comparative things, so now that we think back, do we think that Trump being shot at was real?
What's the distance differences on the Trump shooting versus this
You know,
shooting?
that's a good question. That's a
I
good
don't know.
question.
It seems as though
Just
at the
for
moment we have more
perspective.
evidence that Crooks guy prepared for this more than this guy, because they haven't released much information. But that other guy seemed like he had a drone. I mean, he was scoping the place out in advance. People saw him for hours around the place. So who
Mhm.
knows?
I think it's
Right.
crazy Charlie Kirk didn't have drones, like security drones everywhere. But this is the thing too, and people are like, "Oh, his security guard threatened him and said there's a 100% chance you're going to die." And what he actually did was he said, "There's a 100% chance you're going to die if you don't get your shit together and have better security." And apparently he didn't. And yeah, then he died. Which like is it any good security guard I think would say that to anybody of his level of. Yeah, I didn't even fucking know, honestly, who Charlie Kirk was until the day he died. I didn't even know, like, the types of videos or that he did, like, the Crowder thing. I don't know now who even did them first. Did they copy each other? I don't know. I found out everything I know about Charlie Kirk, like, the day he died. But apparently, like, he did jack shit about protecting himself, even though the whole world both, like, either loved or hated him, and there was, like, no in between. So you, like, know someone's gonna eventually try to kill you. Whether it's again like a high level organization or it's the Jews who he recently pissed off or it's some kid who hates fucking right wing people, like any of the above could do it at some point and you did nothing to protect yourself. I don't know, but I also am like, maybe he genuinely was so deeply like in his love of God that he was like, I'm protected by
Who the fuck thought anyone's
Jack.
going to shoot anybody? Who the fuck thought anybody's going to shoot Charlie Kirk? Give me a fucking break. And we haven't had anything like this. It's unprecedented. Like, there's no reason to think that we would have anything like this happen.
Well, if you're a security guard, you have to assume it is. That's their job.
You have
I
to
mean,
assume though,
yeah.
with this loony left.
And that too, like
Exactly,
the violence.
but
I mean,
but
yeah,
hold on. So I think he did have, if I'm correct, he did have, you know, your
Israel's
low level
right.
security around him, but you would never think that somebody was going to take a long distance shot at Charlie Kirk. You would think that somebody would try to come up close and get him. It would be somebody in the crowd because people in the crowd always walked forward and spoke on the mic. So you would want all your security right there where they would have direct access to them. I would have never thought when they said that Charlie Kirk got sniped. I'm like, what the fuck? Charlie Kirk?
Like, why?
The nigga ain't running shit.
No.
Like he ain't running nothing. Oh, he's like us. I mean, he got a talk show. He get up there and he talks. He goes to debate some people. So if I was Charlie Kirk, I'd be like, yeah, okay, people up front, maybe somebody come up and they get on the mic, all of a sudden they pull a pistol, you know what I'm saying? Pull a shotgun. I can see something like that. I need to have security close up. I wouldn't be thinking somebody gonna get on top of a building. Ain't nobody scouting no buildings for Charlie Kirk. If you're the president, I get you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know you ain't gonna be able to get close. But ain't nobody scouting the building for Charlie Kirk.
Did you see the video? Sorry, it wasn't a video. It was a SoundCloud track that was uploaded by a trans individual who was this kid adjacent. I don't know the connection. Forgive me. But 4chan fucking dug it up. And it said, Charlie Kirk dead at 31. And it was posted a month before he died. And it was again in the trans Tifa like college group of kids who are all seem to be connected, if they're actually connected to this. I mean,
Okay.
like, I don't know. This is the other thing. I was also a communist, and I remember these motherfuckers. Like, they think they're fucking paramilitary revolutionaries, and it's delusional and it's retarded. But like, if you give, I remember some of the people who I look back and go, oh, those were agents, right? Who were in charge of like getting all these kids to become retarded fucking communists. And if those motherfuckers give you like the money, the fucking support, the like inclination, here's how you might do it, like here's how you might practice, like you fucking do what they would. They're retarded, like mentally and emotionally. They're incapable of like, you know, seeing actual reality. So I like, you don't even have to go that far if you are an organization that wants to encourage a kid like this who might be, you know, inclined to try something like this, might have the right psychology for it. Like, even beyond like the whole, and we know they do that too. So like maybe that's what happened. But I'm just saying like these fucking kids who are in these sorts of groups aren't just the normal kids that we're used to. I was there.
Oh,
I knew
Charlie, they
them.
said the other shot was 400 feet away.
The Trump one.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's exactly the
400
same.
versus 200.
No, it's 400 feet on this one too. 450, I believe. 200 yards. I think.
Yeah, so
200 yards would be
that would be
600 feet.
So 400 feet. I saw
600
450 feet for this one.
yeah 140
So
meters.
so
So
did the
similar
Crooks
distance.
shooting need to be a? Did that need to be a professional
Nobody.
Crooks shooting, or could any old hunter make that shot too?
If it's the same distance,
I don't remember. I wasn't really paying attention
So
when that shit was going down.
right. Well, and nobody. Okay, so during that time, nobody came out and was like, oh, that'd have been an easy shot. Actually, more
Right.
people were like,
Well,
"How the fuck y'all have an open line of sight to the president?" You know what I'm saying?
right.
That so, I okay,
Well,
and
nobody
there's
said
people
that
that
had
say
to be a
that people
professional
say
in
that
that one
was
either.
fake. Yeah. People say that was fake. Whether it's
People are saying
now
this
what we
one's
got. I
fake.
mean, I don't
That's
know,
fine,
but
but
what that
still.
nigga's dead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He dead as fuck. I mean,
I know. I mean, there's
so
people who think he's not. There's people who think he faked this like for Israel and the right wing to get martyrdom to make the whole world go right. Like people are all over the spectrum on this one. Maybe they always have been. It
they
annoys me more this time.
probably got QAnon too. I mean, it's just like, dog, settle down, man. You see that, and that's why we can't get no fucking traction, man. It's because it just we just quick to bake a pie and just try to fucking just serve it out there to people. I'm like, dude, settle down, man. Because when you go start talking to people who like Charlie Kirk and all that, oh man, this shit's fake. They be gonna be like, dude, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? And you'll never get them. You'll never get them from here into eternity. Every time we come out and we just, oh, this fake, that fake. Settle down before you start saying
Well,
stuff is fake.
I
You
don't
gotta
know if
have
those people are even
nuance.
serious or if that's part of the fucking disinformation, misinformation, like psyop side of things where they're like, yeah, say it's fake. Here, let's plant these bots. Like, because people are like, how did his ring switch from his pinky finger to his middle finger? And I'm like, you're looking at an AI picture. I mean, how many people posted AI enhanced pictures or AI created pictures in this and said like, oh, you're telling me this is the same fucking kid? I'm like, no, I'm telling you the picture you just posted is an AI picture next to the kid. Like, maybe it's not the right shooter. We don't know. But you can't post an AI fucking picture and then get mad that it doesn't match the kid's face. It's not even a real picture. Same with the gun. Everyone's like, oh, I'm supposed to believe this is the fucking gun. I'm like, nobody ever said that was the gun. Someone just posted a picture of a rifle in a box and was like, oh, this is the fucking gun. No, it's not the gun. It didn't come from anywhere. Nobody did.
Taking
So
off
there's
the
like all these people posting all this shit and all of it's AI and all of it's fucking fake. And like, this is the thing we said we would all look out for, but motherfuckers aren't looking out for it. Right? Like, what can you trust? What can you believe? And what's real? Like, it seems like there's enough angles of him getting shot. He actually got shot. He's actually dead. That seems easy to figure out. But like, you could just look for one real brief search before you're like, what is this fucking rifle? Am I a fucking idiot? You're like, no, it's not even the real rifle. Nobody said this does not come from a fucking news organization. It didn't come from any police people or anything at all. It's just somebody posted it and everyone just ran with it. I don't know if you guys know the picture I'm talking about. But they're like,
the one where it
the
was in the
site
box.
is like in the wrong spot and he would have like poked his eye out and it's not even this. And why is it in a box? And like, because it's just a random gun someone took a picture of. That's why. Or it's an AI gun. I don't even know if that's a real fucking gun, dude. And that I've seen this like all over the place, like all over.
So I think AI is even confused on it because AI can't figure out what the deal is. It says there's no publicly available picture of the specific rifle used by Tyler Robinson. But then later it says some online discussions reference images of the recovered gun, noting it is a non-takedown model. I don't know what that means.
They can't take it apart easily. Therefore, he couldn't have had it in his backpack. And therefore, it wasn't him because you don't see it on him when he's leaving the
So the one posted was just a supposed example of what the one should have looked like. Is that what they're saying?
I don't know what people are doing, but you can look through all the press releases, you can look through all the news releases, you can look through all the sheriffs and all the stuff, and there's no picture of a rifle.
Huh, interesting.
But everyone will post the picture of the rifle and they'll tell you this is how they know for sure none of this happened. I'm like, well, it's not real, so you don't know anything. Which is fine.
Yeah,
I fuck up
it's right in
too.
the mystery.
But like nobody then stops talking about it. Nobody then says, oh, okay, who knows then? They're just like, fuck you, you stupid bitch. I'm like, okay, dude, people are like riled the fuck up about this. Big time.
Oh yeah. Well, look, this right here creates supervillain arcs.
Yeah.
That's what shit like this creates. Because people all of a sudden like, oh, is that the way you want to play this? So you want to go to hell? We can all go to hell together. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to go to hell, that ain't no problem. So we can, and that's how all of a sudden you have somebody radical come into power.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, folks are getting taken out for all kind of reasons. What you say, what you believe in, and I like this is a turning point.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
That's like, it doesn't
But-
actually matter if Israel did it or not, or if the CIA did it or not. They're using it. What do they say? Never let a good crisis go to waste.
Exactly. Like this.
What else
And
did they say?
I-
By way of deception, thou shalt do war.
Yeah, dude. That's why I'm like, let's all chill the fuck out. I'm deeply upset. I had to watch a motherfucker get shot and watch his and think about his children not having a father. That fucks me up as a woman. It fucks me up as a human being who has a beating heart in my goddamn body. Like, fucked me up. Fucked me up even more. All the people who are actually real people. I was like really disappointed to find out they're not bots, who are actually joyful that a human got ripped. The flesh got ripped apart from his body in front of his fucking family. And they're happy about it. That fucks me up. Like, I could think to myself, oh, leftists are pretty dark these days. Now I'm like, oh, they're fucking demons. And again, it doesn't even matter if it's real, because those people are real and that's their real response to it. And then I was like, maybe they're just all ego. They're trying to fucking posture in front of their like other comrades, which again, I was a communist. I get the ego group, like I get the bullshit. And if you got them alone, they'd be like, I'm not really happy someone got ripped a fucking flesh apart off their neck and blood spurting out in front of their fucking family, because I'm not that demonic. But there's kids, there's people, I don't remember who the fuck was talking about. She's like in real time saying, oh, I just found out my friend died. She's friends with Charlie Kirk, I guess. And the kids she was talking to on college campuses started laughing instantly. They weren't even online. They weren't even like in a fucking devoid, right? Like disconnected from reality. They're human to human laughing in her face that her friend got murdered. Like, I'm fucked up about that.
So I just found a fucking video. This fucking guy is breaking down a Mauser rifle.
Is that what was used?
Yes, and this video shows him. It's got it in a vise, and he's using like power shit to remove it. And it took 600 foot-pounds of force to remove the Mauser barrel.
Yeah, I don't think you can take it apart.
Yeah, that's not the kind of barrel that just pops out. 600 foot-pounds to remove the fucking. Oh my god, that's like. So this guy's it took 2 minutes for him to do it with machines.
Yeah. I think the only reason you would use that gun is because it'd be really easy to get, right? Like, there's not a lot of paper trail on it.
You can get sniper rifles with a folding stock.
But I think the thing that people were saying is, like, if you were going to try to pull this off, you might choose that rifle if you know a lot about guns, because it has less mechanisms and therefore it has more accuracy, actually.
Right. It's got less. It has. You can break it down, and it doesn't have any springs in the primary mechanisms. So it's an interesting design.
And also, you don't have to buy it, right? Someone can just, or you don't have to go through. You don't have to get like registered as owning it, right? Because it's old enough. So you could just pass it to someone, and they can just have it.
Yeah, but
I don't know where that gun is.
That happens all the time, even with new guns. I mean, I've sold new guns to friends. When I left police work, I sold all my guns to my friends just for cash. Here you go. There's nobody keeping track of any of that stuff.
Oh. I thought you were supposed to, though. Are you admitting to a crime?
I don't give a goddamn fuck.
Not exactly. Not exactly. He's
I'm not
admitting
mad.
to anything.
No, you're allowed to sell.
Not
You're
admitting to
allowed to
anything.
privately sell guns and not have to do a background check.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Mhm. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Then I
yeah, you
understand
can do
that.
that. That ain't no problem.
Um,
Yeah, I don't.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the ultimate reaction to this uh is extremely disappointing from a lot of people. And if you're the wife, the kids may have a little bit easier time recovering because they're not really old enough to completely understand the dynamic of everything. But I know you've seen when people go into the courtroom and they look over there at the killer of their daughter, husband, wife, son, and they're sitting there laughing. And the amount of restraint that it takes you from not just wanting to go over there and just do that thing yourself. You know what I'm saying?
I don't have that.
And now amplify that. Thousands of people laughing at you that you lost your husband, father of your kids, and you know it. The news is talking about it. You try to get away from it. There ain't no way to get away from that. People on the street laughing at you. How do you not want to go ahead and press the button if you had access to it
Hmm.
and just fucking nuke the whole planet?
You know what?
And would you be wrong? Would you be wrong in doing that?
I kind of want to.
Would you be wrong in doing that? Because here's the thing: people are like, "Oh, with these new age, no, 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 no. It ain't nothing about these new age people. People have always felt this shit. They just didn't have an avenue to instantly post it. Now they do.
That's a good point. I don't
That's
think
it. No, don't sit here and think that people haven't always clapped when particular people died. They just didn't have access to instantly post it. That is all.
it's probably true.
I would like to add an addition. I agree with all of that, but I would like to add an additional variable that seems to be a predominant trait of the loony left, and I think it plays a role in this. And I think it's the vaccine. I
Yeah,
think
I
it has
wondered that.
detached these people from their souls
Fuck, dude.
because that demographic skews heavy vaccine, multiple vaccines. And if you listen to if you
Okay.
read the work of Rudolf Steiner, what does he talk about? Detaching a vaccine to detach the soul from the body. I think that's why people say these vaccinated family members of mine are
Different.
different. I can't put my finger on it, but they're just off. They're real mean, super short fuse, hard to deal with. We keep it way surface level now, but you can feel like something's off.
Yeah. So one of my friends who is, I shouldn't say friends, a person who I know well enough to trust, who is also a spiritual, channeler, healer, or whatever, right? Whether you believe in that or not, that's what we do. And she took the vaccine, which is its own fucking story. And that is how she felt. She was like, my channel's closed. She's like, I can't do it anymore. And I was like, holy fuck. Right. So again, people can believe whatever they need. That's anecdotal. But in my experience, that was more convincing than knowing that Steiner predicted it and guessing that perhaps maybe they were trying to do that. And like all of that was like seeing it happen to someone. So I'll say she got it back. So it's reversible, but only if you know it, only if you know that's what you're after or that's what happened to you, right? Those motherfuckers don't even think they have a soul. So I don't know that they're ever coming back if that's what happened to them.
I mean, but it's some wild shit, man. It's some wild.
But I was
Like I
just
said,
thinking about that because I always go back to that because I'm like, what the fuck happened in the past few years? Like, why did everyone we've had the internet for a while. It's not being on the internet, right? It's not being detached from people or not seeing them face to face. Like, we've had everything except this fucking injection. Like, that's the only variable, right?
Right, and so that may
It's
that may allow
the
them.
leading suspect. We'll put it that way.
And even
Right.
if it's not like, if you don't want to
Like,
go the spiritual route because
we
it's
could
not your
probably
thing, you could even say it brain damaged everyone. And if you've ever seen people who have sudden brain damage, like they
no,
get
exactly.
emotionally fucked up, they get like angry for no fucking reason, like they don't understand things as well. Everything's confusing and they don't even know why because you don't know your brain damage. Like maybe that's all there is to it too. But either way, I feel like it's a very similar effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Oh, I want
and
to
maybe
say,
and
since
mhm.
on the topic of Charlie Kirk's security, I was in Austin 2 years ago at Barton Creek with Owen Schroyer from InfoWars, and we were waist deep, like in the river with a bunch of people. And about 8 feet away was a dude who's just jacked with a fanny pack and sunglasses on, who was also standing there just kind of looking around. And it took me about 20 minutes to realize that was his guy.
Uh-huh.
But that guy was right there. And then I made a comment to one of the guys that we were with, and they said, "Yeah, didn't you see him last night at the American Liberty Awards? That he had 3 of them with him." I was like, "No, I talked to him." I said, "I talked to him with Tony Arterburn for like 10 minutes." And he said, "You didn't see him?" I said, I, I didn't know to look. And he said, "Well, they would have been around." And I was like, "Oh shit."
It's
All
probably the
right.
best security to
And
have.
that to me, it was like a revelation, like, holy shit, like this is real. If you work for InfoWars, like all it takes is you've got to be perfect 100% of the time, right? All it takes is one wacko to decide. I mean, one of those InfoWars guys got murdered this year. It was, a car breaking into his car sort of situation, not so much like InfoWars related, or at least that's the story. But all it takes is one wingnut to catch you out in public somewhere, right? So like it was a wake up call to me. Like that's got to be real for them, and obviously Alex is a polarizing guy, like, and people, and he's been pissing people off for 3 decades. So, you take on some of that heat as well. And I didn't really know much about Charlie Kirk. I mean, I knew who he was, and I knew he was getting goofed on by South Park, which is usually like, pretty.
It
I mean,
means you're
if you handle
somebody.
it the right way, you could use that to your advantage. It definitely means you're somebody. You're doing something. Certainly, on my list of like bad guys, I would not have that guy high on my list of like bad guys. I think he was, he took money from Foster Freeze, and he had, I think some Christian Zionist influence and stuff like that, which I don't love. But like all in all, he didn't strike me as being like a bad guy. Ben Shapiro strikes me as being a bad guy.
Right.
He's a bad actor. Like
If
that
I was
guy
gonna
is
guess someone who is
he's a
definitely
spy for Israel.
right.
Yeah. Yeah. It wouldn't, for me, if I had a ranking, if I had a fantasy draft and I had to rank them, like in terms of who's the most dangerous guy, I guess maybe if I was looking at it from the empire's standpoint, if I was looking at it from Israel's standpoint, let me put it this way. And you realize he's got the largest young conservative base of anybody. He's like the guy. And he's starting to sour on Israel. He's starting to not be supportive, not an enthusiastic supporter like he's in North Korea. He's not going to the wall and stuff like that. And now he's starting to come off the reservation and ask if the back door was left wide open on October 7th, and asking if there was a military stand down, and asking a bunch of questions that we've been talking about when it was dangerous. And so is it unreasonable that they would see him as a liability at this point? I mean, he's got power. He's not a dangerous guy in so much as he's not advocating for violence. But of course, Israel is the one advocating for violence. He's advocating for people to stop falling under their spell, and like that's enough of a reason to get him marked by I mean they've whacked people over much less than that. So if you want to drag all the suspects in, there's the Troon army of tranny lunatics. Are they a bunch of suspects? I mean, anybody who's up there poking holes in their flawed logic, I assume they hate and want to murder. And this has been a great unmasking for the left. The compassionate left wants you dead.
Yeah.
Every chance they get, they want to tell you how much they want to murder you because they love you and want to save you from yourself by murdering you.
Yeah.
But then I stop. As soon as I feel my phone start to get me riled up, and I go, this is some Gladio shit, isn't it? Aren't we just like walking into a trap of like getting us fighting this crazy war against each other and not against them?
Well, yeah. This is the
but
thing that's
against,
so
like,
maddening is when
trannies. Like I need to fight a tranny. Like why?
like you would even need to.
But
This struck me exactly like a Gladio event. The nondescript nature of it, really, because it's not taken out of precedent.
strategy of tension.
Yeah, strategy of tension. That's exactly it. As soon as it clicked what was going on for me, it was like, holy shit, that's what this was.
Look
that
how
was the first
quickly
major impression I had.
And look how quickly the right was like, let's fucking shoot him live on television. I was like, holy shit, you guys. Like, whoa, you just fucking said you didn't approve of just shooting people on TV. You didn't want to see this happen and that it's not good for people or whatever. And now you want to shoot him live on TV. Like, what the fuck? And then, they're like, I don't know. People just fucking can't see themselves for shit. Like, they can't see it. I'm not saying just forgive the fucking guy if it was him or whatever, Israel, whoever it is. Like, I'm saying, like, are you gonna kill a motherfucker? I also happen to think it's a better punishment to make him suffer through the continuing development of his brain. And like eventually he might have some sort of compassion or empathy, and then it might like hit him like what he's done if he's the one who did this. But anyways, it was just like so quick. They're like, kill all leftists and fuck this guy. Let's shoot him on TV. Like, for real. Like, you guys are as crazy as the people you claim to hate. Both sides. I can say that of both sides.
Not quite. And the only reason why I say not quite is because Walmart still has all their TVs. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And Home Depot didn't get, the damn lawnmower stolen and shit like that. So I mean, ain't nobody go tearing their shit up.
That's true.
Now we remember what happened last time. We felt that somebody felt they were wrongly a wrongful death. George Floyd. We seen what happened with that.
Yeah, we all
everything got fucked up. Billions of dollars worth of damage. Billions.
People dead.
And this nigga was high on fentanyl and a career criminal. Some dude, Charlie Kirk ain't took nobody out. He took nobody out. He won't selling drugs or nothing. So it's just like, ain't nobody hit the streets. It's like, but I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Oh, they hit the streets. They hit the streets and they sang fucking gospel songs and held hands and lit candles and cried. That's what they did. Which is rad. I'm not laughing. I'm actually like deep approval of that. But like, yeah, that's the opposite type of people. You're right. And also their anger at wanting to shoot him is actually, I'm not going to say it's like justified that they want to do that, but it makes sense that you would have that reaction when someone kills someone you think you love, as opposed to like hearing someone say words, which is what the left thinks you should shoot people for. So at least it's like measured.
Well, you would go through the Bible and you would talk about forgiveness and things of that nature. And it sounds good on a surface level, but you being here, and if he meant something dear to you, and this goes more for the people who were close to him, and me asking them to just forgive whoever committed this crime and not want to do harm upon them, I can't ask them to do that. How can I ask them to do that? Legitimately. It's just like anything else.
I think the wife is going to forgive him. I think she's going to publicly, like, or if she's in the courtroom or whatever the fuck ends up happening, whoever the fuck it is, she's going to forgive him. I think she's going to, because they're like hardcore Christians, like the Christians of all Christians. I don't know. That's my impression of them.
So we live in a world where somebody gets shot and instantly everyone's like, Israel did it. Oh, how far we've come.
That's true. Yeah, it's a good celebration.
Yeah, that is true. A whole bunch of people have said that.
No, it's
right out the
this
gate.
is what it. Yeah, Cory. Everyone. Normally, it's like let's start, in one direction and work our way to the killer. This way, it's like no. Israel did it. We just
Prove
need to
me
figure
wrong.
out how they did it.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. All right. We know that they. Okay. So, I actually have 100% track record for predicting these sorts of things. And what I do is I say, whatever the narrative is, it's bullshit. That's it. That's all you have to do is just say whatever the official narrative is, it's bullshit. It's not a real original thought of mine, but you're right all the time. Because as right on schedule, they flood it with a bunch of nonsensical information. They've already, I guess today, come out and said that this kid didn't confess to doing
which
it.
at
He's
first they said
saying
he
didn't
did.
do it, and that he's saying he doesn't want to work. He doesn't want to work with law enforcement. It's like, all right, well, that's a vastly different story than what you said 2 days ago. Like, if this were lynch mob, like, oopsies. Well, yeah, actually, no, he didn't confess. He said he didn't do it. We, our bad. You're like, that's a big discrepancy there. So, like, it's lying liars telling lies. Like, whatever it is, it's the mainstream media starting to tell you this is what's happening, and it's all these new. Now it's the internet, mainstream alternative media online. They're all starting to say the same thing, man. I just immediately, when an event like this happens, I just do like the Dumb and Dumber. Blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't even want to hear anything. It's all going to be bullshit. It's a combination of just flooding the zone with bullshit, and the only 24-hour period where you'll be able to get any sort of authentic, good information too at the same time. It's both of those things. You got to like find the video clips before they disappear.
We've never been able to do this before because we had these understandings on how the assassinations worked in the past, and now we can, knowing that we've had these discussions about how assassinations happened in the past, we can look at these and we can pick them apart from like so many more angles than even people considered when Kennedy got shot. You know what I mean? Like, imagine the mindset back then. Oh my God, Kennedy got shot. Nobody was thinking conspiracy that day. Nobody. Everybody believed the official story for years.
And now the moment it happens, thousands of people are like looking for the bullshit.
So this makes me wonder, because this digital age and the instant information becomes a problem for the establishment, or does it? Can they somehow find a way to use this to hide their act? Can they use this in the plausible deniability, right? Can they hide their true actions in the flood of information that comes out afterwards and take advantage of that? That's what I'm kind of curious about, to see how they manipulate this new media landscape. Whereas in the past, all they had were their Mockingbird media putting out articles and that everyone believed anyway. Right. Yeah. So knowing the chaos that exists.
Well, you've seen the trips.
What?
You saw the trips last month with the influencer groups, the conservative influencer groups to Israel, put their hands on the wall, get spit on.
I hope the fucking Iranians blow up that fucking wall.
That's in preparation for something.
Where is that fucking thing anyway?
I want to know which demons live in that wall.
The wall,
how they come through transference. You touch the wall, you get a demon in you.
You know something?
Oh, man.
Well, you should watch Barnum World, because in the very beginning of Barnum World, Cory, go watch the first 5 minutes of Barnum World.
I just watched the whole thing recently. It was really good.
Did you? Well, in the first 5 minutes, there's a scene where all these presidents are putting their hands on the wall. And as soon as they put their hands on the wall, it cuts to a footage of a building getting hit by a missile and just collapsing on itself, and they just do it president after we do it 4 times in a row, and it's just building, like, and that's right off the bat. I was like, oh, I told Drew, like, you're not fucking around, are you? He's like, nope.
Yeah, and it's wild too, like Candace Owens. I can't think of who else, but like his immediate circle, I think she's in his circle. I think they're good friends. Anyway, she instantly also was
Yeah.
like, Israel's been scaring him for like a while now, and he's been whatever. And she was like, it's sad. It's sad to see like the people who will get at your throat if you don't do what they want, and they think they control you and they think they own you and they rip your life away from you. I want to know what his wife thinks about that.
Been a lot of Zionist money going into Turning Point USA. They
Well, it was
they
weird.
expect their investments to not get off the reservation like that.
But what's interesting is the last time they tried to put even more Zionist money in, he said no. And then they had a bunch of Zionist influencers or rich people or whatever call him and harass him and call him and harass him and call him and harass him. And he still said no. And then we got invited to this thing and then he said no. Because, you know, before I knew that, I was like, why would Israel kill this guy? He's like their best friend. He fucking talks about how great they are and how they get to kill Palestine all they want. Like, why would you kill this person? Right. And then I saw that and I'm like, I don't know, though. It's still like a bit quick. Right. Are you like, we tried twice, you didn't come back, so we're going to kill you. No chances, no fucks given. I mean, like, I'm not saying I don't believe it. I'm just saying, like, that is really quick. This sounds like it all went down in the past, like, 6 months. Maybe that's all the time you get.
Well, I mean, message sent.
Yeah.
Right? Like that you do that once real quick, like in broad daylight in front of everybody, you know, like a president. And it seems to settle everybody else down who's having unusual thoughts about maybe getting off the reservation.
I fucking go harder. Make them kill everybody, dude. Make them show the whole world who they are over and over. What's your life fucking worth if you live in a world controlled by those motherfuckers anyways? That I saw something where he's talking to Ben Shapiro and he's saying something about
politicians.
Israel, or he's questioning Israel or whatever, and Ben Shapiro's like eyebrows go up, and my main thought was like, are those his real eyebrows? Like, does Ben Shapiro's eyebrows look like that, or is this an AI modified video? Like, what the fuck is his eyebrows doing? Sorry.
Uncertainty there. Uncertainty there. Without a doubt.
Fucking like furry caterpillars. Like, I'm not sure what's happening to his face.
Muppet eyebrows.
Yeah.
So this morning I saw a video. I saw a video. I'm trying to find it. I can't find it. I'm gonna have to dig it up again. I should have like marked it or something, but it was a video somebody posted, and it was a video from the early 90s. And you know how when these fucking government documents leak that talk about planning for the future and what they anticipate, basically the landscape, the political landscape to be like in the future, and tactics that they'll use at certain points and this and that. Well, this woman, and this was clearly an early 90s video. You could tell by the grainy videotape and stuff. And she pointed out in the book in 2025 that they plan to do tortures and execution on public television in order to divide the populace. And had a whole list of things that would result from that. And I got to find this video now.
Yeah, you do.
It had the actual document that it was a huge thick, like a book that she had printed in a binder. So yeah, I got to find that now because that was like so prophetic. Somebody posted it this morning on X.
Dude, if people start celebrating public executions, even of people who do heinous things, like I will call them demons, just like I'm calling the left who is celebrating murder demons.
So like on this show, we're pretty hyperbolic across the board, I think, a lot of times. But the reality is none of us here support fucking political assassinations.
No, I know. I was like, man, we talked about it. People are going to think we do.
It is the goddamn epitome of, it is the opposite of the American way. It is the opposite of all the fucking fundamentals that we claim to believe in this country. And while I'm not against someone getting their ass kicked for being stupid and doing some shit like pride parades in front of kids, that's fine.
Yeah.
Shooting people for political, discourse is unfucking real. It's unacceptable. And here's another thing.
We only sell day zero guillotines to private parties. We do not sell to the state.
We sell
under
it.
any circumstance.
Well, and the difference is, like, genuinely, I'm like, what is the difference between like political assassination or like killing a politician who, you know, commits treason or something? And I'm like, well, the difference is that like the community decided together, right? There's some sort of legal process and multiple people together said, yes, let's kill this person, right?
Okay, so you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the movie Gangs of New York. Okay, as they got together at the beginning of the movie, they got together. Here's the day that we're going to do this. Here's the weapons that are allowed. Once one of the leaders fall, the fight's over. And even as my man killed Liam Neeson, he didn't celebrate. He just did it, and then everybody walked off and went home. There was no celebration or anything. So I mean, it like in times of war, you understand that death will occur. It's a little bit different when you're not in times of war and you just all of a sudden just get popped. Like I understand, like when people are in gangs, you're at war at all times. Like it's wartime. You're in a gang. Every day you wake up, it's go time. And so when they get shot, it's just like,
Yeah.
whatever. Just got to move on,
Yeah.
But when you're just some guy who just goes around and talks and really hasn't pushed the needle as far as legislation or anything, and then you get popped live on TV, it just hits a little different. And people were talking about Gaza. I was like, the reason Gaza didn't hit, there is no footage. Like, you can't see it. I guarantee you, if you saw it, then you would feel differently.
Yeah.
If you saw the little kids go out there and they just mow them down, you know what I'm saying? And shit like that, it would feel different. But the reason that you can't quite feel it as you felt this is because you can't see it. You can think about it. You can be like, okay, I know this is happening and that's wrong, but you're not actually visualizing it. You're not actually seeing it in person.
Yeah,
So that's
like
what makes it kind of different. That's why you can detach from that a little bit more, as opposed to when you see somebody you like get popped.
dude, if I see a pig get hurt, I cry. I fucking like if I see a kid in Gaza get hurt, I cry.
Bacon.
If I see Charlie
Get some
Kirk get
bacon.
shot, I cry. Like I see humans in pain, I cry. And this is who I am. Like I'm a person with empathy. Unless I'm in a crisis situation, I feel nothing until it's done. But like this is who I am. And so I think it's fucking weird, even if you don't cry because you're not like an emotional woman or whatever, like, right? You still
Mhm.
look at something, you see it happen, you fucking have some sort of sympathy for it, you feel something. It's the same. Somebody said, like, why didn't you guys give a shit when that woman or whoever the representatives got killed in Minnesota or whatever this, I don't remember, but recently some people got shot also by a
Right.
leftist.
Mhm.
They're like, why weren't you so upset? I'm like, I didn't see it happen. I was upset. I was sad for them. I thought that's a really wrong thing to do to somebody, but I didn't watch it happen, so I didn't cry. I'm not mad at myself for not crying about every perceived, like you're saying.
But it
If
also
you
wasn't a
don't
public
see it,
spectacle. That was
and it
like
wasn't.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
I
Right.
think we can't put enough emphasis on the fact that it was a public spectacle, and it was.
Yeah.
Was it? Do we know if that was being broadcast anywhere at all? I don't know that it was. I mean, I don't think there might have been news crews covering it, but I don't think there was.
Assume he would broadcast it to his YouTube.
Like live stream.
I would
don't
think
sure
so, or
I don't
a
think
turning point
so.
or whatever.
I don't know. You would think
Is
so.
that not the case? I thought he broadcasted all those, some type of live stream or something, potentially, maybe not. But I thought that because they
You
said
would
they had
think
cameras
someone
and
would
stuff,
be.
and somebody immediately like start taking the cameras down right after he got shot, even though that technically would be tampering with evidence, wouldn't it?
Well, I guess they just came
mean-
forward and said that they have that footage. The turning point.
Okay.
Turning point just said that they have that footage.
Which footage?
Oh, okay.
The footage from behind him when he got shot,
Oh.
which would have showed the shooter up on the roof.
Oh. Somebody was also just showing something, which again, I don't know what's like created by AI and what's not now until I like go digging a little harder. But somebody posted something that showed his security team, seemingly his security team, taking down like tents and cameras and things inside, like right after his body got moved away. And
Yeah,
that's questionable.
Okay, so his event was not live streamed. It was not live streamed.
Oh, okay.
To his stuff or anywhere else at the time.
You'd think somebody
so he
live
must have.
streamed it.
You'd think
He
that would
must
be
have
an
recorded
opportunity,
it.
and for no other reason, it's content, and you'd make a bunch of money off it. Like,
And even if you were there as an attendee, you might be like live streaming things just because everybody fucking streams everything.
Well, he must record it and post it afterwards because I know he posts all of those interactions that he has on those campuses.
One thing I do have to say is this: like, I can't remember the last time that I felt impacted by something like this. This was like a holy shit moment for me.
Yeah.
Because it seemed like a drastic right turn from the prior political violence we've experienced. I hate to say it, but we've normalized a certain amount of political violence. And this was like a drastic escalation. Damn it. What the fuck's on my face?
I don't see it.
Fly. I had a fly, I think.
Dude, I just had a hornet land like on my hair and crawl onto my face yesterday. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, I was laying in bed about a week ago and a motherfucking spider descended from the ceiling right in front of my television.
Christ.
And he stopped right in the middle of my TV. Like it was like picture perfect. I was like, ah!
He was just trying to say, hi, friend. I'm taking care of all your bugs for you. Don't worry about me.
Yeah, you're right, though, Cory. This was like a.
You have to go.
This turned the temperature up in the room.
Yeah.
You know, a lot.
Right.
Like
and who historically
already
is known for turning up the temperature in politically divisive situations.
And people are too stupid not to feed into it. Like they're too fucking stupid to not feed into it. They're gonna like the left is gonna be like, let's just keep killing Charlie Kirks, and the right's gonna be like, now we have to kill leftists, and like, fuck. I have no hope for people to like do better.
No. Relieve that those shackles that hold you down of hope for people to do better because it's not existent.
It fucking hurts me every time.
Here's what the deal is, okay? Well, whenever the shit pops off, and people are like, well, I didn't choose a side. Yeah, you did. You chose the third side, which means both parties will kill you. That's what that means.
That's
when
true.
you don't choose a side, that means that when you meet up with either side, it's like, oh, are you with us? No, you must be against us. Well, I'm not with them. Well, cool. So you're nobody. So we're going to pop you and we're going to take your shit. So, I mean, that's the way this stuff works. Like, regardless of, how you feel, my moral high ground on how I'm going to navigate, and I'm not going to be a part of the problem and all this shit. Nobody gives a fuck when it's time for shit to go down.
Oh,
they want to know, are you with me or are you against me?
I fear for my life.
But I'm just telling folks, that's what they want to know. Yeah. Are you with us or are you not?
I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna be like, are you with me or not? Bitch.
I mean, that's the way the shit goes down. All right. You can try to be, floating out there and, I'm independent in my thought, and you can be. All right. But when it's time to take to the streets and for some shit to go down, which I don't believe that's going to happen. Okay. I think we're way past stuff like that. We're too modernized for stuff like that now. But if it was to happen, then you would have to choose. That would be it. You'd have to choose, or you get fucked from both ends. You'd have no shot. That would be it. And I know what they say, the lesser of two evils. Dog, let's talk about what is. We always want to talk about how we want things to be. Fuck how you want things to be. That's not the way the world is. So let's speak about how things are. And how can we operate within it. And I've told people all this time, I'm like, man, they give you avenues to take them out, but you have to infiltrate. We don't have enough force from the outside to just, overwhelm them. You don't have enough support. So what you have to do is take the avenues they gave you, infiltrate, and then attack from within. Well, didn't the folks send the Trojan horse into the city? They knew they couldn't get in. They said, let's stick niggas in there and send them in there. Like that. Take them out and they sleep. That's the tactic that has to be used. Like, they're slick. They play friends. They shake your hand. And I know it sounds dishonest, but a little dishonesty is how you make shit happen. It just is. Sleight of hand. Double, triple agent, quadruple agent. That's what you have to do. If you want the change to happen, because we just don't have the numbers. You just don't. And the unifying shit, but folks are different colors. People got different thoughts. As long as free will exists, unification is naught. Motherfuckers can't even unify on religion, on Christianity. Well, you got Baptist, Presbyterian, you got Catholic, you got. I mean, they can't even unify on that simple thing.
I
On
just had a
loving
woman
Jesus.
tell me, she was like, "Oh, I'm a Christian, but I'm not like Charlie Kirk kind of Christian, and I'm not a Republican kind of Christian, and I'm not one of those fucked up Christians." I'm like, "Oh, you're the best Christian. Okay, we got it. We know who you are." I don't know what the
You're
fuck.
super judgmental. I'm the judgmental
Yeah.
Christian about those other
Right.
kind of groups.
I'm way better than them.
Yeah. So I mean, it's I think people need to be independent of thought, be free thinkers, look at situations, and I also do understand that when it's time for the rubber to meet the road, man, the choice has to be made. So what choice are you gonna make? That's it. It's just what has to be
I'm
done.
sitting this one out. I'm not getting involved in a civil war over a bunch of trannies and all these fake agendas I'm supposed to care about. I'm not playing.
So
I'm
I'm interested
sitting
to
in
see
the
what happens in
stands
the
watching it
future of
all.
Turning Point.
Like,
Is some Zionist going to take it over? Is Ben Shapiro going to take over?
Oh, it'll be
Turning Point?
weaponized by Ben fucking Shapiro. He'll turn it into some ADL on crack.
yeah, that was another claim that was made that didn't happen. People are like, Ben Shapiro just took control of Turning Point. Like, he didn't. He might. It was definitely a good guess, but he didn't.
He's
You
not.
see,
He's not a co-founder of it though,
I don't think
because
he's even
Kirk
part
is
of it.
is a co-founder.
No.
And somebody else with him.
it seems
Yeah, there
like
has to be
now
other
though
people.
all these fucking lefties
Yeah,
who are
as
like
a
left
matter of
in the
fact,
wind by the Democratic Party
there
are
is
good
Bill
allies to recruit
Montgomery.
against Israel.
Yeah.
Charlie Kirk and
So
Bill
he
Montgomery.
was co-founded with Bill Montgomery in
Oh, he did.
Back in 2012 as a nonprofit when he was 18 years old.
It
So
sounds
like this
propped
Bill
up.
Montgomery guy gave him
It was definitely propped up.
well, he was propped up using Foster Freeze's money, of course. Yeah.
I don't know if he knew that.
Yeah,
He
when you're
seems like a
18
very
when you're
genuine
18
person,
years
to be
old,
honest.
you get propped up. Yeah, that's where if you're looking to like be a, some guy finds you and says you're like a diamond in the rough. Like imagine how amazing you'll be. Like with a little influence and some money behind you, you could really be something, And then here's Foster Freeze, this hardcore Christian guy who wants to like finance your whatever. This guy's dying to give you money. He's been giving money to all kinds of people. And I mean, and there's not that I'm not even saying that there's anything inherently nefarious about that. If that's what you're doing, if you're going to start an organization, I mean, you're going to have somebody who's going to give you money. You just have to make sure it's the right people. And somewhere along the way, he took money from the wrong people.
Yeah, but Charlie, what's the likelihood that you get money from the right people? Because all the wrong people are the ones that make the money. All us motherfuckers who are out here like, oh, I'm gonna do things the right way, and I ain't gonna shift, I ain't gonna shiv nobody in their back. Shit, niggas is broke. Motherfuckers is broke as shit. All the people who are damn moving in the shadows and shit, them niggas has got the resources. So when you try to start getting money,
right?
Or shit, who do you turn to? Who? What righteous motherfuckers got a bunch of money?
They find you.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, there might be a few of them out there.
There's a few of them.
But I mean, maybe. I don't want to speak too soon.
Yeah,
I don't want to speak too soon.
There's some who seem really good.
Yeah. I don't know.
They don't try to have an angle.
I mean,
because people give you money. They work in an angle.
I feel like Israel's fingerprints are all over this. I'm sorry. I just every time that country is poking around, Benjamin Netanyahu's given an awful lot of apology addresses on X, which is not suspicious or anything. I just don't. I think that somehow, some way, this is a 2-for-1 where you get to blame the trans community while hiding. I mean, if anyone could pull it off, right, by way of deception, it would be them, right? To have somebody else do it for you, and like, can't be us. It's got to be this person, or made to look like this. I don't know, man. I've watched this movie far too many times, especially when they have a motive, like
right, motives. Yeah.
the trans community, like they have kind of a motive. Like I'm sure he makes them crazy, but like Israel has a motive too. Who has the opportunity? I mean, maybe we, as we talked about early on, maybe that's a wash, right? Maybe a professional, yeah, but maybe you don't need to be a professional. I don't know. Maybe that's just the wash. Who's got the resources to make it look like somebody else did it? Israel. And us too.
Well,
for
it's
that,
either way,
the
it's the same
FBI,
too,
for
right?
that
Like
matter.
if it's Israel, and
the
if it's
difference?
not Israel, everyone thinks it is anyway. Like we still like are good, right? That's cool that people are questioning this. And if
The
it's
way
not,
you know it'll be that it is Israel is that our FBI will cover it up.
yeah.
Then you know it's Israel.
So
right?
then if it's
That's
not the
usually
trans
how it works.
kid or like a leftist, socialist, whatever, it also doesn't matter because we just saw them all celebrate it and say they were happy and they wish they did it. So we know they would. Right? Like again, I think most of them probably actually wouldn't, but like there still leaves a large percentage of people who fucking actually would and really do think it's a fucking great thing that, right, that they would do like for their fucking cause and feel great about. So either way, it's like the same. It doesn't actually even matter who did it because both of those communities are like happy to do it or have it done.
Because it's a hive mind. Like you said, it's a hive mind.
Associated Press is reporting that Al Qaeda has now claimed responsibility for the Charlie Kirk shooting too, which is amazing.
Is that actually real?
Al Qaeda.
I'm kidding.
Oh, I was like, what the
fucking
fuck?
around.
Oh my god!
How
You
much
will not
crazier is that
find
to
a
be?
terrorist group on planet Earth that isn't funded by Israel.
Right, but that doesn't mean that they know that. So that was my point about the communist thing. Like I know now there were agents in the actual organization. I could tell the agents that came to our meetings, but I didn't know the people who were in our organization were agents, right? But so whatever would have happened would have been technically promoted by an agent, but like we wouldn't have fucking known that.
So the American Nazi Party, which was run by George Lincoln Rockwell, was a fucking creation of the ADL from the beginning. The whole thing was a fucking operation.
Really?
And I bet you George Lincoln Rockwell and his guys probably didn't even know. They just got people who wanted to give them all this money all of a sudden. Give them all this TV coverage.
Right, that's what we actually mean when we say useful idiots, right?
Yeah.
These people who don't have any fucking clue, but they're doing what they think they want to do, and like someone's helping them. Cool.
Right.
Okay.
Right. That's exactly it. So not everybody is a knowing, willing agent. They just get.
Well, that's what I mean by if this kid did it, that doesn't mean he's not supported by Israel. Like, and that he might not even know that.
Well, the interesting data points on this thing are like there's talk from like the gay roommate or something about getting the rifle from a drop point or something like that. That came up in the conversation somewhere. It's these little tiny little bits of data, right? Remember the Buffalo shooter who killed a bunch of people in a supermarket and had the 14 fishes written on his fucking rifle? Like that whole story went away the split second it came out that he was in contact with some Fed on Discord. He was in contact with a Fed on Discord, and all of a sudden the whole story disappeared.
Like Discord is terror cells. You're like, Discord is the Feds.
Discord is like the most overcomplicated chat program in the fucking world. If I just want to chat,
it is. It's fucking terrible.
On Discord.
It's terrible. Like it's horrendous.
I never use it.
Don't. It's god awful.
The only thing I ever use it for is me and a couple of my guys hop into a chat channel and we can just talk in there. And that's the only thing we ever use it for.
I used it for Midjourney when you had to use Discord to use Midjourney. That was the only time I ever did Discord.
The fuck is Midjourney?
Midjourney was the first generative AI image program.
Oh, interesting.
Oh yeah. That is true. Yeah, the Midjourney.
No, now everybody's got AI.
Yeah.
I was looking. I went to go look at. I'm looking for some WordPress themes to redo my IMT website, and I go to Theme Forest because they're like one of the Envato. They're one of the best as far as that kind of WordPress kind of related stuff goes. And they got their own freaking generative video and the whole AI package. They got their own that you can get for like $30 a month. I'm like, what? Dude, I can go to McDonald's and they'll have their own freaking AI at some point. I could buy. We're getting out of control.
Seriously. It's somewhat even smaller companies have their own AI now.
I want to make a new AI that just makes new Jew jokes.
I bet someone already beat you to that, dude.
I bet.
I'm sure that exists.
Every time I think of something, I think it's a newer idea. Like somebody beat me to it by like even like 10 minutes. You know, it's wild.
Corey, are you wearing dad shorts?
R2D Jew.
No.
You had your legs up. I thought you were wearing like jean shorts, dad shorts. They're cool now. You're allowed to.
These are like Jinkos. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Oh, my bad. Those are cool now too.
I wouldn't mind finding some Jinkos. Just to be cool.
I miss
Yeah,
Jinkos. Dude, I want all the whole look I had in I want my Jinkos. I want my big, chunky, like skater shoes. I want to go back. I don't actually want to go back. I just want to wear that.
I actually had a pair that wasn't Jinkos. It was some knockoff Jinkos. This is
I think
back in the
mine were
rave
too.
days. And they were just coolest thing because they were at the seam, you know, on the side, they were split and sewn into it, like making the pant like really wide, you know, was like pajama pants of like spaceships. It was really fucking cool.
I remember that.
It was
I remember
really
that
cool.
trend. So the Jankos were like, that's how you could actually stash a fucking rifle and go whatever. This is interesting too, actually. This shooting is like the first one we've ever seen that isn't what is it usually? An AK fucking something or whatever? What is it? AR? Not an AR-15. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, why? Why is this one different? It makes me wonder because like you can't do your whole trauma programming like fucking signaling thing unless it's like the same fucking gun, and it's not. Do they only use that now when they want you to think it actually is a right-wing person or what? You know.
Well, here's what I do know is that, you know, of course AOC gets up there and it's like, you know, this is why we need better gun laws. So I'm like, well,
fuck off.
If he was shot by the gun that we say he was, that's the exact gun that y'all say that people should have. So I mean, that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? That's the exact gun y'all say people should have.
Bolt action.
Yeah, but as he said before, it's just like, you know, if you take guns away, are you going to take them away from as law-abiding citizens?
Why are they so
all
stupid?
All the criminals still gonna have their guns. You think they not gonna have them? It's like when they post on the sign at the mall, weapon-free zone, gun-free zone, and then they get it there. Somebody gets shot in the mall. They're like, I'm surprised because this is a gun-free zone. I'm like, dude,
what rainbow world do you live in, dude?
Criminals don't give a fuck about your sign. I mean, y'all act like that sign is some type of y'all imbued some magic within it. And so if you've got a gun, you'll hit a wall and you'll get repelled from the mall. What the fuck is wrong with y'all, dude? Yeah. I mean, that's what these niggas think.
They're Dungeons and Dragons nerds. They've cast a level 5 invincibility spell on this place. It's preventing gun magic from being used. They're out of their fucking minds. They're not living in reality.
And they're like, we need to get more people in office so we can get these gun control laws in, guys. I'm like, you guys are so dumb. They're gonna
the places with the best gun control laws, quote unquote, got the most gun deaths. The places where they crack down. I'm like, these y'all's area is supposed to be the pinnacle of what gun laws look like. And y'all got folk getting popped daily. So what's happening?
Don't talk about that. That's actually the last thing Charlie Kirk said. He's like, "Are we including? Are we including like urban shootings or whatever in this? Like,
are we including gang shootings?
Shootings, yeah.
So I mean, are we going to include that? I mean, and you know, I see people talk about he was racist and all this other stuff. I'm like, my God. I mean, folk. I'm trying. If you're a white dude and you just go up there and you speak anything that's factual about the black community, Bo, they are just gonna put the stamp on you. You're racist. You know what I'm saying? They're putting the stamp right on you. All right. I mean, they're gonna stamp your whole body if they can. And damn racist. I was just like,
he started a black leadership program. He's like, I think part of the reason why people know who like Candace Owens and ABL and these like Republican sorts of talking pieces are. It's like because I don't know that, and maybe they were big before that, but he like brought together all these people, and it wasn't just them too. It was like all these young kids and stuff. There's all these young Black men who are like, thank God for Charlie Kirk. He changed my life and brought me out of whatever the fuck and got me, into all this stuff. Like whether you like that or not, like they feel good about it. You think they think he's racist, right? I hate to pull the like I have a Black friend card, but that motherfucker had a lot of Black friends.
Yo, I got a Black friend.
I swear to God.
There it is. It's like, ho, don't let me in there. I got a Black friend. I got a Black friend. Ho. Hey, look, if it's me, my Black card got revoked a long time ago. So
Yeah,
hey, look,
Yeah, but it's still good
nothing-
enough. If I say I do a podcast with a Black guy, I can get away with murder now.
yeah.
Yeah, you got. I tell you, hey, look, man, there's nothing on this planet easier to lose than your Black card. That is the easiest thing to lose.
Oh, yeah.
I know because I hadn't had it in about 30 years, about since middle school.
Oh,
For real.
I mean, if you say anything nice about a white person, must be a coon, must be a damn Uncle Tom. You love white supremacy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's yeah, I date a white girl. Oh, you self-hater. You hate yourself, don't you? I'm like, what do you mean? She was available when she liked me.
haven't really
So I mean,
contemplated it.
hey, look, I've gotten told multiple times that I hate myself.
Yeah.
I hate my
believe it.
skin color. I'm like, I don't think about my skin color. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm operating in the world. I don't walk around thinking like, oh yeah, the life of a Black man today. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I mean,
Man,
I'm not in
Black.
that show. Yeah, I mean, it's like folks just act like they got their own show going on in their mind and how traumatized they are. Like, man, you traumatized by what? By who? Let's point them out. List them.
All
And
they
tell
can
me all
do
the
is
traumatizing things they've done to you.
they can only hoax trauma. Right? They'll like make a little noose and leave it on their own computer and be like, someone's fucking attacking me.
Yeah, but we're in the victim Olympics. I mean, and everybody trying to one up each other. And I get it. Economy's bad, and that still pays well. Okay, that still pays well. The victim Olympics. There's been some really big payouts. The racism. Oh yeah, there's been big payouts on that. But I'm like, dog, you can't even point to it. You can't even show it to me. I just want you to show me a person.
Yo, how can I get some of this racism money?
I mean,
He just
you can't.
identifies
You're a
Black.
white dude.
Are
No,
they
he's
paying
Black,
people to be
clearly.
racist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
What if I became a Muslim? Could then I say I'm Black?
No.
Yes.
That you white dude. He ain't letting no white folk in there.
There got to be a loophole.
Ain't no loophole.
Dude, but their own games can be used against them. Oh, this is amazing. So I know someone who's in that world. They're in like the fully leftist world. They're working at a place that is fully like, I'll just say it's Kaiser Permanente, fully fucking woke leftist culture. One of their people they've worked with for years is trans now. And so from woman to man, right? Female to male. So now this male is also slightly above them in like management, whatever. There's like a little half notch above them. So when they're in committee meetings now, this person now is like, well, they're not even trying to fucking fake this. This is their genuine response as a leftist to another leftist. They're like, well, you have male privilege now. And so you really have to be careful. And you're in this position of power above me. And so what you say matters. And your toxic masculinity is really affecting me lately. Real fucking story. They're just like rip each other apart at every fucking opportunity. You're not a woman anymore. You have male privilege and you have toxic masculinity, even though you've only been a man for like 6 months.
So, like, how the fuck do gay dudes? I can't picture how gay dudes support women becoming men. Like, that must be like, who the fuck are you trying to kid there, homie? Right? Like,
Right.
I don't understand that at all. That seems
Hey,
like it'd be like
they had-
instant enemies.
Corey, they
Almost
did
like
have that one camp. They did have the one camp that was just supposed to be for gay dudes. And then all of a sudden, some some women who said there were men were trying to show up, and they're like, hell no, y'all ain't gonna pollute this damn pond with your pussy. You ain't bringing no pussy around here to pollute the pond. If it ain't got a little bit of that pussy, and be like, shit, I ain't gay no more. You know what I'm saying? That's
What have I
exactly
been
what would
doing?
happen. Yeah, it's like, oh my God, dude, I got up in there. It's like, shit, I've been missing out. The hell I'm over here doing dudes for? Fuck this. So they were like, no, hey, it's like, oh, they don't support trans. It's like, hell no, we don't. Y'all don't be bringing y'all's punani around here. Y'all be damn poisoning the well, and we can't have that. All right,
Dude,
so,
the woke community only likes trans people while they're transitioning, and then they're done with them.
yeah, that's it.
This is like fucking.
And it
This
used-
is like so crazy. Like
It's so
this is
sad.
such disgusting, like mental illness on display. It's unreal.
Dude, but it's
like-
perfect. The logic is perfect. Like, you're a white male now.
This is the Matrix. Like this is a bad. This is like the Matrix on like it's got some computer virus in it or something.
Oh, we definitely do.
This is early 1930s Germany.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of like 1930s Germany, but that's a whole other story.
You know, there was some percolating stuff going on that they finally got done. They finally got to a point where they were done tolerating that, and it was quite a reaction.
And this is why I don't have much hope for
That's
the
why-
future, honestly, because we had the fucking might of the German army, and we still couldn't beat these fucking people, and we're supposed to be able to beat them like with memes. Give me a fucking break.
I don't know, man. Some of those memes hurt. You know what I'm saying? Which memes hurt. You got to be careful with the memes now. I mean, they be wanting to come to your house and shit. So, yeah, but that that just this whole thing just kind of reminded me of when I seen there was some people out there protesting in my town. It's a bunch of white people protesting Trump, and one of them had their little
love
the
that
little
shit.
kid out there. One of them had the little kid out there. I mean, the child she had to be 6, maybe 7 years old. And she's got a sign up there that said, when you elect a rapist, expect to get fucked. I'm like, ma'am, you have got your fucking kid out here on the street in danger. Okay? Because
Jesus.
you don't know what somebody will do. Get your kid out of the street. If you want to go out there and get fucked up, then hey, be my guest. But damn, at least have your kid somewhere else, playing in a playground or something. You got her out here in the bullshit on the side of the road. And look, it usually doesn't happen from what we've seen. Conservatives, people who lean more conservative, we haven't seen them resort to violence. But you
Yeah.
don't never know. All of a sudden that day, somebody be like, well, you know what? You will get fucked today. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, now your kid out there with you. It's like they can't even separate themselves from that. It's like, let the kid have a childhood. You're destroying them right out the gate. They got no hope. What kind of hope that kid got? Unless all of a sudden he just grows up. Hey, and this is hard to do, which is separate yourself from what you're taught at a young age, because that's when you're most impressionable. That is something that's extremely difficult to do, and that's when they
Wow.
get most people.
Yeah. A lot of kids do rebel against some of what their parents do, but a lot of them end up going back to it. But
Right. Mm-hmm.
I just saw a video too where somebody was like, oh, it was like their 2 kids. I don't know. One's maybe like 9 and the other one's like 5 or something. And they're like, hey, kids, guess what? The best news ever. And the kids are like, oh, Trump got killed. And she's like, oh, well, no. Okay. The second best news ever. And they're like, they think for a second and they're like confused. And they're like, the vice president got killed. And then she's like, okay, the third best news ever. And then they guess another murder. And then she's like, no, my best friend's getting married. And then they look even more confused. And she's like, Taylor Swift. And they're like, yay. I'm like, everything about this video, I hope it's AI. Because like it otherwise makes me want, again, the giant comet to come and destroy all life on Earth. Everything about this video is fucking wrong from start to finish. Like maybe like 5 and 9. I don't really know. I watched it really briefly. They're young.
Well, damn, I mean, when you're that young, it's like the best news ever. You about to give us some cake, cookies, candy? That's what I would be thinking.
Yeah.
Not somebody getting taken out.
Somebody getting killed.
Oh, we got playtime. We get to go back outside again. I mean,
Dude,
no,
your kids
somebody
shouldn't
gonna get
even know
taken
who
out.
Trump is. Why do they even fucking
Yeah.
know? This world is so fucked up. Like, why your kids shouldn't even be thinking about politicians?
Yeah, at 5 years old, you don't know who the politicians are. You shouldn't.
No.
You should be enjoying your childhood because I mean it'll be soon enough where shit'll suck. So
Yeah.
I mean that train will come soon enough, and you'd be
You'll
like,
have to
"How'd I
deal with
get
these
here?"
retards at some point.
Hey, at
Keep 'em
least give
safe
you a
for
few
now.
years of reprieve. My goodness,
Dear
no,
God.
they get taken home and they give them lessons on who to hate. Man, shit, dude,
When even
it's
talking about
pathetic.
murdering someone or like talking about that you would like so clearly they had talked about how they'd be happy if someone killed Trump with their children.
Yeah,
Enough that their kids are trained to assume that's what the one thing their parents want most is to kill a guy. It's fucking crazy.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
crazy.
And so I mean, that's what you got. That's next up. You know what I'm saying? That's next up. It won't be long. That'll
Can't
be
wait.
next up. Yeah. You just and so if folks are like, man, well, we got a little bit of hope. I was like, well, I mean, okay. Where at? You know what I'm saying? Show me. That's all. Show me. Well, where you see it at? I don't see much hope in anything. People's thinking, housing market, prices. I don't see much hope. I see a collapse eventually. But the hope aspect, I guess there's hope within a collapse, right? Because I guess
Yeah.
shit, I have to reset, and then maybe you'll be able to do something from there. But that's gonna be some tough shit during that reset.
Really tough shit. Everything's going to change. Maybe that sounds retarded because it's always true, but like pretty dramatically, I think, in this current situation, it's like everything economically, technologically, like politically, you know, socially, it's all like coming to this fucking head, it feels like. And I think like everyone kind of feels like that in each generation, but I just feel like this is actually different this time. Like everything actually is like right on the brink of catastrophe in so many ways, environmentally even. And yeah, so it's gonna change. It's probably gonna be pretty fucking dark for a lot of it. But hopefully after everyone's dead, there'll be some good things that are built.
Yeah, there we go.
There's
Because
some
I
hope
mean,
for you.
are they still filling their timetable of 2030, or is that that has been derailed? Has that been derailed?
They say
What
they're
we think?
not on track for Agenda 2030.
Okay. Okay.
But what is it with
So they're
the
behind.
mass deaths and the Deagle report and all the Stratfor leaks and stuff? Those were end of 2025, I guess, right?
So this is where I'm like fucked up
Mhm.
with like who the fuck is the establishment today? I don't even know anymore. Because obviously Trump's doing the bidding of Israel, of course. And Israel has always been connected to this global Jewish establishment, which has been behind the New World Order and all the shit that we know about, we talk about forever, the tranny shit, the climate change, the whole 9 yards. But Trump comes in and he just fucking takes a sledgehammer to like half of that shit. I don't understand the political repercussions of that at all. And how the half of the system seems to be flowing unimpeded from before, but the other half seems to have been completely demolished. I don't understand this. This breaks from anything I've ever seen in history. I just, how the fuck are you going to gut their funding sources through USAID and all these other fucking places, and then destroy transgenderism, destroy climate change shit? They're getting ready to undo every single climate change bill that's ever been done in this country, like in a single package, like literally all the fucking smog shit, all the you name it is going away. That is not part of the agenda of the fucking New World Order people. So I don't understand what the fuck is happening here.
It's different.
All.
It feels different.
It's so
like
different.
Even with the EV stuff, like companies that just straight up came out and said, "Dude, fuck an EV." It's just like, man, I thought we were all going EVs. It's like, no, dog. And I knew it was fucking EV because they built 6 gas stations in my town in 6 months. Wawa put 4 up in 3 months.
Wow.
I was like, and they ain't got a lick of electric charging. Ain't got a lick of it. And I was like, ain't we going electric? No. No. No, that ship is sailed. Electric cars were for the bougie anyway. I just got to be honest, okay? And if you got an electric car, you listen to us, you're bougie. It's all good, all right? It's all good. Or maybe you just live in a town where it makes sense for you. But Tesla and stuff like that, that was for the people who wanted to feel status. And so, like these other manufacturers trying to dive in and we're gonna do our electric vehicles. I'm like, nigga, don't nobody feel like they got no status when they got a 2025 electric Equinox. You know what I'm saying? Chevrolet Equinox. It's like I don't feel the status within that. You know what I'm saying? It don't make me feel special.
Well,
I
maybe
got
in
a
the
Tesla
leftist
though.
world you would.
Yeah.
Potentially, but I got a Tesla though. It's like, oh, you got a Tesla? You know what I'm saying? You hear Tesla? Oh shit, man, he got a Tesla. You know what I'm saying? They get a conversation going. But I got a Chevrolet. I got a Ford. I got a Ford Mustang that's electric. It's like, why would you do something stupid like that for? You know what I'm saying? It's just like that doesn't sound interesting at all. Okay, so it's just like that market was for either people who were hyper sensitive about our climate change and saving the environment and all that stuff, and or for the bougie. It won't for nobody else, so I don't see how it was going to succeed.
They were going to force
On
it.
top,
It felt like, right?
what?
But they
Oh
didn't.
shit, motherfuckers couldn't buy it. Like, if all the cars are $40,000, how you gonna buy them?
Yeah, I was like, even if you gave me one for free, I'm smart enough to know that in like 5 years, I'm gonna have to put $40,000 into it because all your batteries cost $10,000 fucking dollars each, and there's like goddamn at least 4 of them in here. So like, why the fuck would I want this piece of shit?
Yeah, so it's just like, so it just seems like there's been a lot of what they wanted that has unraveled.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even hear from the WHO anymore. Are they still together? The
No,
WHO?
that whole fucking treaty got gutted because somebody forced the vote on that one line that would have ceded basically like the sovereignty of every nation to the WHO, and they changed it. And so then it was kind of like, well, then why do we even care if people sign this? And so like some people signed it, and then they were like, oh well, move
Documents
on.
like that are so ridiculous because our Constitution doesn't allow for it, and the Supreme Court would squash it like on preliminary hearings alone.
But it's pretty cool
Yeah.
anyway, right? That like they were like, no, what about this line here? We don't like that. Take this out. Like it gutted the whole point of the whole fucking treaty. So like yeah, that's
Yeah.
another thing that fell apart that seemed like it was a definite plan they wanted. Dude, right now over in Europe, all of these like Ursula von der whatever the fuck, and all of these like leaders are like, we're a new world order, new world order, new world order. And I'm like, I think like people are sick of you saying that. And they're also just like, well, we're about to have this big pandemic again. And I'm like, are you? I don't know how many people are going to go along this time. It sounds like you don't even believe yourself. I feel like you've got it planned. I just don't know if it's going to work. Maybe, I guess.
They ain't saying it. They ain't saying it with their chest. Well, look, the only way that this thing works is that you have to put yourself at risk. It has to be some real shit that fucks real people up, where you can see it fuck them up.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You got to be able to see it. So when you walk outside, somebody's got to be walking up to you and blood running out their eyes. When you can see shit, that's the whole thing. Now you put yourself at risk, okay? You put yourself at risk when you do that. It's like, but this is supposed to be for the bad. Look, you're supposed to be in it to win it, okay? Even within my death, my legacy will carry on because I've got other people behind me. That's it. If I'm gonna be doing the evil shit, maybe see my mind goes to this. If I'm gonna be doing the evil shit, I need it to look real, look really real. Like I need you to feel this. But for me, it was never real enough because it was like you told me folks got the sniffles.
For
Folks
for
started
one
coughing.
week. For 1 week, you could be like, I don't know, is that China shit real? Are those people literally just like falling over and fucking twitching to death or
That was
whatever?
the fakest video ever.
Well, and then it was, you're like,
Yeah.
okay, this is all fake. So for like maybe a few days, you were like, maybe there's some shit going down. And then you're like, oh, people have a cold. Like, that's
Yeah.
really not. It's really
Yeah,
not very
because
scary.
you didn't walk outside and walk beside somebody and say, "Oh, hey, how you doing? Doing good?" And you seen 3 of them fall on their face, dead. That's the type of shit you need. You got to be able to see it. If you can't see it, I ain't gonna
Well, we
believe
did
it.
see it.
Oh, did
We
we?
saw it with the vaccines.
Yeah. Yeah. We saw people just fall over fucking dead. And,
Man,
yeah.
Oh yeah, we did on live TV after they took it. It's like he took it, it's like, oh yeah, it's not feeling good. Fly out. I was like, now you see, this would make you scared of some shit. You know what I'm saying? This should make you scared. But folks seen that and they were like,
Mhm.
I need to take one. Like, you just not see this bitch fall out right
next
after
to
she
you.
took it. And folks are asking about her. They're like, well, yeah, she's still good. She all good. Where's she at? Well, she's there somewhere.
She's
Don't
dead.
worry.
Isn't she?
She's
Did she
good.
die? Did anyone get confirmation? Because I never knew.
Nobody knows. You can't find her. She doesn't exist.
Well,
The
cover up.
footage doesn't exist. The footage, you never actually seen the footage. You know what I'm saying? You thought you seen it. It's like what's that Sinbad movie? It wasn't actually a movie, but it was.
Everyone knows it,
But it
but it doesn't
wasn't.
exist.
Yeah,
Shazam?
yeah,
Shazam.
Or
Yeah.
Kazam?
Because
yeah, because
Or
it's something like that.
Shazam.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
one of those.
Well, now there's a
Shaq
movie
was
called
in one.
Shazam,
That's what
actually.
I know. But
yeah. The movie that doesn't exist but does exist, but you never really seen it because you thought it up.
right.
It's all in your mind. So that's what that video was. You'd be like, yeah, didn't you talking to somebody who took all the jabs? They'd be like, yeah, man, I know you remember the first person that they put on TV. They took it and fell out. They're like, it didn't happen.
I just watched
What do you
it.
mean it didn't happen?
Okay. Get your cheeseburger from Bill de Blasio. Thanks for playing. Goodbye.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, what do you mean it didn't happen? I seen it. Or like when Fauci was saying that, oh yeah, I'm taking my shot, and they won't even no needle in the syringe. I'm like, hey man, where your needle at, dog?
Perfect.
That syringe ain't got no needle.
Are you enjoying the show?
It's like the kind they use on TV shows.
Are you enjoying the show?
I was like, hold on a second now. So that's what we're in right now. That's where we're at, but it's tough. We're getting close to closing now. We're at our mark. We're gonna wrap it up. We appreciate everybody being with us on this episode of Day Zero. We're gonna allow our creators to say a little bit about themselves, as far as where to find them and what kind of new shit they got right around the corner. So we'll start with Charlie Robinson.
Oh yeah. Well, go get the audiobooks for The Octopus of Global Control and Hypocrisy: Surviving in a World of Cultural Double Standards, and of course the Controlled Demolition of the American Empire. That book has been out for years. But if you want to catch macroaggressions, go do so, and then rate the show and do all those things. Oh, I plugged Day Zero on Tinfoil Hat pretty good
Nice.
at the end of the show. I was in LA last week for that. Did the in studio stuff with Sam and the crew. So hopefully any of you
Okay.
guys come over from Tinfoil Hat.
That's
we will
live
say
right
this
now, isn't it,
once.
Charlie?
It is. What's that?
That's live, right? The tinfoil hat deal that you did,
It's out
No,
now.
it's not
where you
live.
can see it.
No,
Oh, not yet, not live yet. Okay.
Oh, no, it's available. Yeah, it's available.
Oh, available.
It's
That's what I meant.
available,
That's
yeah,
not
for
right. I'm
people
sorry.
to go out there and watch it. Episode 920. Yeah. It was fun in studio. So yeah. So everyone, this is a comedy show. Everything we say is jokes and shit, right?
Yeah, shits and
Allegedly.
giggles. Entertainment purposes only. We don't know shit. We don't give financial advice, and all good. Lindsay,
We
Let 'em know
don't
a
sell
little bit.
guillotines yet.
yeah,
Yes. roguesoul.org. Everything I do, my shows there, my books are there. Schedule sessions with me there. I'm starting my heart-centered healing course tonight. There's still technically time for you, but I don't think this is the audience necessarily. Some of my heart-centered healer people watch the show, but I don't necessarily think our audience is the type of people who wants to take a heart-centered healer course. But if you do, it's there. It starts tonight. And then doing an episode on how college actually radicalizes people, which both from personal experiencing living through it, and then also teaching at colleges and teaching at public schools. So that'll be coming out soon too.
Okay, good. Corey, I think you had a little action last week. Let the folks know.
CoryHughes.org.
Didn't you go on Jake Shields?
Yeah, go watch that. It's good.
And buy his fucking book.
Back on with Jake Shields. That's why we didn't have Beyond the Cube. And the previous week, I went to a Dallas Cowboys thing. XQ420.com. We'll be back this week with Beyond the Cube. Make sure y'all get you a little independent media token. You must first purchase some Solana. Okay, must first purchase Solana, and then you can transfer that into the independent media token. So go pick you some up today. We appreciate everybody being out here with us. We will catch y'all next week.